Divine greetings, Masters. Very good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. This is Madhu Soni welcoming you all to Light and Soul Meditation English Room. Very warm welcome to all the old and new participants. Thank you so much, Masters. So I request each and everyone to open your videos and let the energies come in. Today we also have full moon meditation, and it is a full moon, and we also are going to learn a little about Lionsgate and 88 portal. So before we head into the meditation session or the wisdom sharing, first let us give our gratitude to all the divine beings, to all the masters, and to all the realms, to all the kingdoms, and the masters from all the kingdoms and realms. So, with great respects, regards, and gratitude to all the divine beings, to all the masters who are connected with Most High from all the realms, spiritual realm, angelic realm, astral realm, and to all the masters from all the kingdom, from the mineral kingdom, elemental kingdom, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, human kingdom, to the masters from the ascended realms, Param Guru Mandali masters, Saptrishi Mandal masters, to all the Siddhas, teachers, healers, gurus, and mentors, and also to our great grand master, Pitamaha Brahmrishi Patriji, Maha Avatar Babaji, and Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Father Universe, Sun, Moon, and constellations. Dear Masters, we are really grateful for all the protection, guidance, the wisdom and knowledge that you share with us. Help us to connect with your consciousness, keep us intact with our soul journey, soul plan. Help us align with the highest timeline that we have set for our incarnations. We ask and pray to you and request you to help us and guide us and keep your blessings and grace on each and every one of us. May your grace and blessings be showered all the time. May your hand guide us, help us, and show us the right path, the path towards truth and justice and honesty. Thank you so much, Masters, from all the for all the protection and guidance that you have given us. Keep doing so and help us, align us always. We are really grateful to all the meditators, masters who are connected with Light and Soul Meditation English group, and also masters who are connected with the Love Light Starshine YouTube channel. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you for sharing your precious time, space, and energy with each other. So, masters, a very, very happy Raksha Bandhan to each and everyone. Really great to have you all here today. I know you all are going to celebrate this Raksha Bandhan festival. So, in India, we do have this beautiful festival between a brother and a sister, where the brother vows to take care and protect his sister, and the sister ties the rakhi, a form of thread that holds a it holds a lot of meaning, and it holds protective significance for the brother, that when I tie this rakhi, may this rakhi or the thread that I tie on your hand, may this thread take care of you, protect you from all evil, and may it gives you lot of years to come where you are totally healthy, happy, and supported with abundance and prosperity. So these are all the good wishes that the sister wishes for a brother, and the brother in return definitely we do have all the fun bantering moments where the sister would like to have a lot of money or anything that she wants, and the brother tries to fulfill it, but the sister always ties that rakhi with that hope that his brother will always be there for him, for her, and her brother will be safe and secure from all the adversities. And whereas the brother, when he's always ready on this day, Raksha Bandhan, and he gives all his blessings, and definitely he also brings all his savings to the brother, to the sister, to whatever she wants. The brother actually wants that for the sister. But above all, masters, every brother and sister, they want only the good thing for their siblings, and that is what the significance is. Very, very loving relationship between a brother and sister. Definitely we do have many advertisements that are coming nowadays, that chindi chor bhai se 50 rupaye dene wala bhai, so many things I see nowadays with the advertisements, and it's so hilarious to see, because actually on this day, the brother and sister, they actually fight a lot, and they say, okay, I'm going to give you only this much. And the sister says that, no, you have to give me so and so, and you have to fulfill my wish. So all those things. Anyway, that was on the fun side. But anyway, so on this day, many Indians celebrate this festival of Raksha Bandhan, and the sister ties Rakhi on the brother's hand, whereas brother vows to, take care of the sister and protect her all throughout the life. So not only that, in India nowadays, if a girl does not have a brother, they definitely tie the Rakhi to the god or any idol, or Krishna for that matter. And also, we also have a habit of tying, Rakhi to our sisters also, even the sister-in-law, the brother's wife, so sister-in-law, all those traditions, customs are there. Anyway, these were all about rituals, and sharing festivities and making sweets, and the family comes together, and that is how we celebrate Rakhi. So anyway, masters, this was about Raksha Bandhan. Definitely let me know about how you celebrate Raksha Bandhan at your home. And Deepak ji is writing something, so I'm just reading that. But happy Raksha Bandhan, Deepak ji, from our side to you. Okay, always remember that we are all protected. The divine always protects us. The thread, without even thread, we are protected. Just imagine, we are not tying any thread to them, but as a a ritual or as a celebration, we do tie that thread to the divine. Or when we go to the temple, we offer blessings, and we offer flowers and all the whatever. If we don't even offer, so the divine is always there to protect us. Even our own body is protecting us. So we should just think that, you think that, what should I say? I don't have a brother, masters. Like, I have a brother, but all brothers are cousins, okay? So on this day, definitely I used to feel a lot. I was very depressed all the time during my childhood days. But as I grew, I understood that my sister is my protector, or I am her protector. We both actually tie Rakhi to each other. That is what we do. So, so the point is, are we this alone? No, we are not. Why do you think like that there is no one to come and do this? We actually become very emotional when we see each other. Some people here and there, neighbors, or friends or relatives, we do see them and we become emotional. But the point is, why do you need to get emotional? There are other people around you who are always taking care of you. Even the dog that remains with you, Deepak ji, not only that, but the maid that comes, why she comes, definitely you pay them money, but there's still some care is always there, you know okay, wonderful, wonderful. Maybe I was 1 second. Wow, beautiful. That is very, very nice. Very good. So sorry, my bad. I think I understood in a correct way. Deepak ji had written that 73 years, not a single time his sister missed tying Rakhi, personalized Rakhi, basically coming and tying, maybe. That is what he said. But wonderful. Thank you. So, but not only that, masters, many, many sisters, who don't have brother, they do that. And we do that. So, I'm happy. And I have always vowed to protect my sister because I'm the elder one. And my sister would always take care of me. If I'm not there, she would always do all those things on my behalf. So that way, I would say I'm the lucky one, and she's also the lucky one. Anyway, so going ahead, masters, it was really great of you to have come together here on this day, everyone. And so today, as we are celebrating Raksha Bandhan, we also have this wonderful light Lionsgate portal, and also 88 portal. So as the date was, here in US it is 8/8, right? 8th of August. So that's why 88 portal, which is also linked with the portal of abundance and manifestation. And so I have shared some, just general info that I found on internet. I just shared it with everyone to read through, just to have a sense of what is Lionsgate portal and what is the information about Orion constellation and what is the information about Sirius constellation. And last time we spoke about goddess Sobdet, and then we did not speak about Orion that much. But today I'll just share a little bit about Orion, that not too much, okay? It is about that this Orion constellation, it is where the soul of Osiris is there. It is relaxing. It's the home of Osiris, and it's the Egyptian god, and another Egyptian god, I would say. But this actually tells us about the cycle of the soul, the rebirth, and where, at times when we are too much broken, or we are feeling that, we don't have anything left with us. So, Orion constellation and God Osiris actually tells us that there is a lot of strength in all of us. There is a lot of energy, courage that we get from during this time, during the Lionsgate portal. So magic do happen, and we need to believe and trust that yes, certain actions that we need to take for our future's sake, we can do it now, today, or whenever we feel that we don't have that much energy, you can actually call on to the energies of Osiris and goddess Sobdet, and also you can also invoke sun's energy and Mother Earth's energy. So they are in alignment at this time, and and even the Pyramid of Giza, they are in alignment at this time. So masters, along with that, we do have full moon. Okay, so during this time, the energies are quite high, and intense energies are there. So we can use these energies to manifest easily, putting intentions. And how about, like last time as we spoke, visualizing and putting intentions, that can actually work wonders. So today it is like, as in US, we are on to 8-8, right? So that is why they also say 8-8 portal, or Lionsgate portal. And with that, we do have full moon also. Now, so I'm saying everything in short so that we actually can spend time for meditation and we can meditate more. Uh, Next thing is during full moon time. So a little separate from all this, I would say that when the full moon's energies are quite high, you actually are releasing lot many emotions out of your mind or mindset or thoughts, or you want to release that which is not aligning with you anymore. You release things, clutter, mindset, any situation, events, or any memories that you were stuck with in the past. So you cannot go forward with old energies at this time. How about releasing those stuck emotions from your mind, from your body, which will actually make your body lighter, which will actually help you to absorb that light, to help you manifest. Not only that, during full moon time, what happens is, like as we speak about that if there is darkness during the full moon time, even the dark areas is also being lit up because of the full moon's energies, because of the full moon light. So same thing happens to our deepest subconscious memories that are lying down in the layers. These memories, they come up on the top surface to clear themselves up. So during this time, maybe you might feel that I am more emotional. According to the astrological chart, I would say every person's moon phase, whatever they have in their astrological chart, that astrological influence will be there on their mindset. Some people will be very much excited, in that excited state mentally, or some people will be very depressed, or some people will be very, very in that sad phase, or maybe guilty phase, some kind of phase. So see what, recognize, what all things are there that you need to clear up during this time. So every full moon time, last time, where we had the new moon phase, right? So during the new moon time, we have things like we have the moon phase, basically waxing, right? So every day, one more layer of the moon, you will see, basically as if it's waxing, one layer on top of another, and then we go on to the full moon, right? So from full moon to the new moon, now we are talking about full moon to new moon. We were at just a minute ago, we were talking about new moon to full moon, how it waxes and it converts into full moon. Now we are going to talk about full moon to new moon, meaning every day the full moon basically wanes. It becomes less and less, okay, till it comes, we go to new moon cycle or new moon. We are in that no moon stage, right? Actually, the moon is there, but we cannot see. So during this time, what one can do is to remove clutter from their mind, to remove clutter from their life, to remove clutter from their home, closet. Even you can remove that clutter of a lot of emails from your inboxes also. The digital, the digital part also, the software, wherever you have any emails or see, is there any junk that is being collected in your emails? So clearing up all the clutter from all around you, right? And that is the way to go during full moon time. See what relations are not working, what things are not working for you, what is not working in your favor, what is actually bothering you, which relations are giving you problems, where you are stuck. So thinking and jotting them down, or maybe in your mind, if you are able to remember, wonderful, well and good. But if you are not able to remember and you forget easily, uh, at this time, what you have to do, you have to make a journal, note everything down, and check it. If you have done one cleaning, or whatever list you have made, if you go through that list, work on the list one by one and check it out once you are done with one of the points, okay? That is the best way to go. So I do it all the time, masters. Every new moon, every full moon, when the full moon comes, I see what is not working in my life. Okay, I will do it. From the time I started knowing this, I have been following this ritually, basically, that I need to clear things, people, situation, memories from my life. So at this time, masters, because we were also in Mercury retrograde, so during this time, we were also thinking about the past also. Many things will be coming up from the past, which will be actually bothering you a lot. So how about thinking about it, why that is bothering you, why that is... So in the past, I have been taking many classes on the same subjects, which might have helped how to clear those things up from your life, from your situation, from your thinking patterns, mindset, perception. So if you go and see all the past, recordings, you might see those even in Hindi or English. You will find those topics and which can actually help you. So take note of it. Go and see those, recordings, videos, which can actually, if you haven't seen, then go in. If you have already followed me and you're there with me, you don't need to, already what to do. So do this for yourself today when you are actually in the meditation. Try to see what are those things that are not working for you, what are those relations which are not working for you, what are those mindset that creep up into your mind which makes it hard for you to go forward, or what is that particular situation that actually triggers you and you are again going, you go back into the past. So as we talk about Osiris from the Orion constellation, we also understand that Osiris is giving us a lot of strength and courage to let go of the past and to again take a new birth and start a new cycle. So letting go of that old energy and going forward, okay? So full moon is also about clearing up things, okay? You cannot go forward with old energy. So at this time, if there is something that you want to clear up from your past, this is the best time, masters. And because even the Lionsgate portal, 88 portal, it's open. So it is not open today only, as you know, as I have already told you, it has opened from July 22nd, and it will be open till August 22. But the energies are quite potent from July 28th to August 12th, okay? And today is the uh, peak of the energy, of this Lionsgate portal. Anyway, so if there is any question at this time that you want to know or you want to get answered for, let me know. Otherwise, we can go straight into meditation. And also, one more important thing that I did in the Hindi class today was that, we actually, if we have absorbed anybody's energy, okay? So, hear me out. From time to time, we actually basically we befriend or we are friends with some people who are of not good energy, who are not in alignment. And sometimes for people who are empath or who are very sensitive and they get hurt very soon, sometimes we do absorb other people's energy very soon, and that energy affects our life, our situations, and even we cannot move forward. So or sometimes people, they do talk negative behind our back. That is kind of a psychic attack. Spiritual attack is also different kinds of spiritual attacks are happening. But if those things you feel that, some kind of negativity you feel after talking to someone or after befriending someone, so how about releasing that energy? So with a very, hard stance and a, ordering voice, you can just say that I release anything that I have absorbed or somebody sent my way which was lower vibration or negative. So I release that energy from where it came. I want to send that energy back to where it came from. Okay, sending back to the center. That is how we have to proceed. Then the second process will be to get back our energy. So wherever we were, now just imagine we are laughing, smiling, being very vibrant and healthy, and we go to a place and we are, with our friends. But after we come back from that place, maybe we are not happy, we are irritated, we are not happy. Somewhere we are, I don't know, somehow you might feel that some kind of energy you absorbed something. So what you are going to do? Or maybe you left your energy somewhere, you left your power back. So what you have to do is that you have to say, wherever my energy is, from whichever direction it went away, or from any direction it is present, I call back my energy from all the direction, from all the dimensions, from all the situations, from my past incarnation, from anywhere I left my energy, or my wherever, or somebody took my energy. So I call back my power, I call back my energy from all the directions. I will be guiding you, masters, but I want you there with me. When I'm guiding, you have to be there with me to process this. Then we are going to call Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and we are going to go forward by protecting ourselves, and then going forward into taking the moon's energy and cosmic energy. So I believe so far so good. Is like, does anyone want to ask anything? And also, when we are going to call Archangel Michael, we are also going to cut the cords, okay, between anybody, between me, you, anybody, So think of, just cut the cords. If the cords are of love, they won't be cutting, okay, they won't cut. But if there is any energy that is being drained from you by someone, there are many people who are, I would say, they absorb energy, they are energy vampires. Okay, so not vampire, don't say that I'm talking about some, actual vampires. I'm actually talking about energy vampires who absorb energy, who take on our energy. And sometimes they are there in our lives, they come from in our circle from time to time, and they absorb energy. And they, whenever they want energy, they might seem like, a friend who would like to, who is always complaining, and you are actually giving them that ear, okay, take care of yourself, I'm there for you, and so and so. So time to time you are actually helping that person, but when your time comes, they are not present, they are always away, and they will say that I'm busy, I have something very important to do, and they are not there. So these people are kind of energy vampires, masters, and the list is very big. There are many things to be said, and in the past I have shared the class also, so go and see. But if not, we can take again. But the part where we are today at this time, we are going to cut the cords between anyone. So between me, you, or between you and someone else, anything can be, basically your energies might be draining. You don't know, somebody might be draining your energy, and you, after talking to them, you might feel that I am energyless, I feel fatigued, I just want to go and rest. So if you feel, so remember, be aware who are those people in your life who do that, okay? And so cutting cords is just a ritual that you should do from time to time. Every month do this, and especially during full moon time, that is the best way to release, okay? So this way you will actually protect your energy, your aura, and which will help you to have more energy for your, future works that you want to do, or projects that you want to get involved in. Any questions that you cannot understand, masters? Anything that you feel like that I need to share or explain? All good? So far, so good? Yes, Deepak ji, and then we can go into meditation after that. Hello, Deepak ji.
Atmavandan to all.
Atmandan, Deepak ji.
Well, what I was sharing was,
Yes.
last 73 years of my life,
Mm-hmm.
my sister has never missed a single time
Yeah, I understood
physically,
that later on.
one to one. One to
Yeah.
one. I mean,
Yeah.
if we had to
You're
go out, she will
lucky.
take,
You're
she said
lucky
nothing
old
doing.
man.
Yes, a young man. Who says
Yeah.
you're old? You are old, I'm not old. Come on.
No, when I see you now today,
Yeah.
you're much older than me. So lucky old man, I would say. I still
No,
have.
younger to you. Just younger to you by 5 years.
Yes.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh my God, Deepak ji, really?
The second part is that, believe it,
I believe
she
you.
no, she will not take money from me
Wow, that's
and nothing. And then she says, "Am I not buying something for you because I tie Rakhi to?" No. Then I tell her, "This is a ritual. You have to take money." Then she'll grab my hand, take 1 rupee from there, and the rest she'll give it back to me.
wow, so sweet.
This is
See, that
something
is what.
I tell you.
Yes,
Uh,
that is so sweet, and it's like you can't find these kind of people, who does not want money. They just want your love and care. That's all, nothing else. So, Deepak ji, you're lucky
so
man.
she ties Rakhi. She ties Rakhi to my father
Wow, you do.
every time.
Yes, I also used to do that
She tie
with my
Rakhi to
father.
my children, and then for every child she will buy something as a gift so that they on that occasion.
Yeah.
And this is what she does for last 2 days. She will making preparation from her own hand to give me nice food.
Wow, that's so sweet.
So,
So
so it's something which
that
is
is the
very
beautiful
rare. I wanted
relation.
to share
Yeah.
with this. The first part is that no, I don't remember like my own children. My daughter has not been there all the time to share Rakhi with her brothers. But for me, I'm so lucky. She made it a point. So do I. That we'll not go out out anywhere on the Rakhi occasion.
Wow.
We have to meet. That's what I
Amen.
wanted to share.
Thank you, Devi. Yeah, later on I understood that I think I understood what you have written. I misunderstood it, but then I understood what you meant, that it was your sister and you have never missed a single Rakhi, and it is 73. You are now 73 years old. Just imagine. Wow, amazing. Wonderful. So, कल पूछूंगी कि
23
क्या
years.
खाया
23 years old.
मैं पूछूंगी क्या खाया when you come,
अरे बहुत
not
कुछ
कल but
पूछो
Monday
मत.
maybe. Yeah, but
पूछो मत क्या क्या बाप रे. She will recall this you like, this you
definitely
don't like.
enjoy,
So I'll make
enjoy.
these preparation she'll do. My God.
Nice. We have fun banters with my cousins also, because when they come and they share. So see, anyhow, it's just home matters, nothing else. But I
These
also
bonding.
have lot of pardon?
This is the bonding I call about.
Yeah,
This is
bonding.
what I
That
want
is
to
what.
share.
My cousin brother, they will always be in the, what do you say, brief, right? West, brief and west. So at home, they will be in that state. So whenever I call them, they are in that condition. So say, भाभी ने कुछ दिया नहीं क्या पहनने के लिए? But on Raksha Bandhan, on any every festival, they will be, totally decked up and everything good. So I said, oh, भाभी ने लगता कुछ दिया पहन. So anyhow, just pulling my
If she gets 10 various type of Rakhis, then she'll ask the children, "ये देखो इसमें से तुमको कौन सा पसंद है?" Then she says the preference first goes to the youngest one.
yes,
So my youngest child will make the first option. He
yes,
picks up one Rakhi and
yes.
that she ties him. Then she goes on with like that. She'll tell me, "You are the eldest. So you, whatever is left over is yours."
So
The
sweet.
fun I'm talking about, how beautiful those moments are in your life to remember.
Yes. There are few people in your life who really take care of you. So never leave those people masters. That's what the message is. And take care of your own self also, because for them you are everything. So how about taking care of yourself? And if there are certain things that are not going according to you, that's totally okay. that is the highs and lows of life. So live with it and try to enjoy as much as you can, because you don't never know when life becomes short and you have to go. So either ways, everyone has to go. So why make our life short by our own self? How about living every moment, enjoying every moment? And for that, thank you so much, Deepak ji, for sharing your wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, masters, okay, with that, we are going to go into meditation. Any questions related to meditation that I shared, the process today that we are going to do? It is just about, you know, that we can be lighter when we ascend. So this is the time when this ascension portal is also open for spiritual growth, for growing, with more wisdomful, becoming more knowledgeable, and understanding with clarity, right? That this clarity can come very easily to you once you ascend and you gain that energy, right? So traveling to higher consciousness with a lighter body, lighter body in every sense. So releasing anything heavy that is lower vibrational, which makes your body and mind heavy. And when you become lighter, when your load also is, there is like minimal load, what happens? You can actually ascend quickly, right? So releasing any heaviness of any negative mindset, lower vibrational thought process or energy, when you release. And so during this time, if you want to forgive people also, do that. So because we don't want anybody's energy to make us stuck, or we don't want to just stall there. We don't want to get stuck. We need to forgive, forget whatever happened, let it be in the past, let it be, whatever is bygone, let it be bygone, and just move. See, we cannot forget all the memories. Really, really telling you, nobody can forget all the memories. There are certain memories which everyone will always remember. But how about releasing those energies and forgiving those people? Whatever happened, let it go. Now we have to move on with a new energy. We don't want to we don't want to come back here again and live that same kind of life. How many of you want to live the same kind of life, masters? How many of you? I'm going to lower Deepak ji's hand. So how many want to live that old life? Nobody, right? How many want to live life with new energy, with new mindset, right? Nina ji says yes. So I'm not sure if she wants to say that she wants to live with this new energy. Definitely. That is why she raised her hand. But just imagine, nobody wants to live with that old kind of energy. So let us go and now start meditating, masters. So we are going to do 1 hour of meditation. Take your position and sit cross-legged. Lina ji, would you like to share anything? If your hand is still raised, so let me know.
Madhuji, just I wanted to say, yes, we should, live with new ideas and energetic life, not the old.
Yes.
Uh,
So that is
life,
why
right?
releasing anything that is old, and don't get
Yes.
stuck with old energy. Release the past. Whatever happened, happened. Definitely, we are not going to, forget everything, but we can try, right? We can just try. So try to forgive everyone and release them. Release them from your energy, because if you are not forgiving them, you're holding their energy into your body, into your mind. And that is actually making your life more stuck. So let us cross our feet, masters, close our eyes. For a while, I'll be guiding and then I'll be playing the music. For the while I'm guiding, follow my guide and do the process that I'm sharing with you today. So at this time, take your position, drink some water. You can also charge your water, masters, and also you can charge your quartz crystal. So keep your quartz crystal with the conical structure near your window. If you have a clear quartz, so you can keep it with the conical angle pointing towards the moon. And once the full moon is done, you can still charge the water by keeping the quartz inside the water. Anyhow, you can also keep a jug of water near your window to get the moon's energy, and you can definitely fill it in small bottles with the name, love, peace, happiness, whatever you want, you can name them. Secondly, you can place selenite in the windowsill wherever you have the moon coming, moon's energy coming, to clear your selenite also today. because it's full moon. So now let us go into meditation, masters. The moon energy is quite high. During this time, a lot of healing also happens. We can also invite and invoke all the astral masters who are the healers, who are the doctors and the surgeons from the astral realm. We also invite and invoke the pyramids from the astral realm. So anybody who has a physical pyramid or cap that you have, you can wear it, masters. Sit cross-legged, clasp your hands and fingers and close your eyes. And now be with your breath, masters. And keep your back away from any wall or any pillow at this time for this process. I'm going to guide you, so follow the guide. Any lower vibration energy that is being absorbed by my body, any energy that is not mine, any lower vibration energies that are being sent to me, which are not mine, I ask them to leave me now. I order and I ask any energy that is not mine to leave me now. Go back from where you came. Any energy that is not mine, any energy that has been sent by someone, or any energy that is lower vibrational, toxic, evil, narcissistic, lower vibrational, negative, any energy that bothers me, which has been sent by someone, I ask that energy to leave me now, leave my body, leave my mind, leave all my body layers, and go back from where you came, go back to the sender. Anyone who sent me any kind of energy my way, I ask that energy to go back to the sender from where it came. You can say this with me, masters. Any energy, any vibration, any mindset that is not mine, any energy that is being sent by someone to me, which is not mine, any energy that I have absorbed, which is not mine, I asked to leave me, my body, my mind now. I ask this energy to go back from where it came, go back to the sender now. So take some time, keep your eyes closed, and see. You might see some black clouds or some black vapors, smoke, or arrows going out from your body as you release any energies that are not ours, that is being sent by someone, some negativity that has been sent by someone in the form of gossip, character assassination, any spiritual psychic attack sent our way. I ask that energy to leave me now and go back to the sender from where it came. Any energy that is not mine, I release that energy and send it back to the sender from where it came. Any body part that has been affected by any kind of energy, any lower vibration energy, it can be your mind, your brain, your face, your body, your spine, your arms, your feet, your forward movement, your financial energy, your hands, or your feet, even your confidence. If somebody has sent anything your way to diminish this energy, we ask this energy to go back to the sender from where it came now. So I ask you all to open your hands at this time, masters. You can also just try to open your feet also for a while so that that energy that you have, which is not yours, goes back easily. can unclasp your hands for a while and try to see this energy goes away in the form of black smoke, black arrows, black clouds, black vapors, or some kind of black energy out of your body and goes to where it came from. Any energy that is not ours cannot stay inside our body, mind, and soul. We also ask this energy to go back from the house, from my vehicle, from children, from any part of any room. Go back from where you came. Go back to the sender. You have no space here. You have no space here in this house, in this body, in my mind, or in my space. I have no space for you. Go back now. I order you. So as you breathe out, try to breathe out and let go of this energy. Any energy that is not mine cannot stay in my body. I don't allow that. Go back to the sender from where you came now. Now, let us call back our energy, our power, wherever it is, from wherever our energies were taken, stolen. Let us call back our power, our energy from all the directions, from all the dimensions, from past incarnations, from those places where our energies are stuck and they were not able to return to us. So we call our energies back from all the directions. We call our energy, our power back from all the directions, from all the situations, events, places, people, dimensions, timelines, and past incarnations. Wherever our energy is, wherever our power is, we call back our power to us now. Come back to me now. So see your energy coming back in yellow colors, in yellow arrows, or yellow aura. See that returning. Or you can also see in different colors, masters. Not black though. Again, call back your energy and your power. So say it with me. I call back my energy and power back from all the direction, from all the dimension, from all the timelines, people, place, event, situation, and past incarnation. I call my energy and power back now from all the directions. I call it back, cleaned, transmuted, turning into positivity and golden energy. I call back my power, my energy back from all the direction, dimension, people, place, situation, event, parallel timelines, past incarnations, cleaned and transmuted into golden and positive energy. Come back to me now. Any energy that is stuck, which is mine, I call it back, cleaned and transmuted into positivity and golden energy. Come back to me now, wherever you are. You are my energy. I call you back from all the direction. Return to me now, cleaned and transmuted into golden and positive energy. As you inhale, feel your energy coming back and see if you can see any color. What color is it coming back in? Is it clean, transmuted into golden energy? Now we call upon Archangel Michael. Dear Archangel Michael, we call upon you now. We invoke you and your silver flaming sword. Use your silver flaming sword, dear Archangel Michael, to cut all the cords that are draining our energy between me and anybody. Cut the cords that are formed from my body between me and somebody else who are draining my energy, my power. Cut all those energy cords from all around me by using your silver flaming sword. So Archangel Michael can be present at any given place with different people. He can be present at a single given time with thousands and thousands of people, personally tending to them, helping them, and cutting their cords. So trust that your cords between you and anybody who are draining your energy are being cut at this time. Only the cords of love are never cut. So don't worry. Now, dear Archangel Raphael, let us invoke, dear Archangel Raphael. We invoke you and your energies at this time. Dear Archangel Raphael, we call on to your emerald green healing energy. Please come and fill our bodies, mind, and our aura with your emerald green healing energy. Wherever this hollow was created, by removing the energies or cutting the cords, may this hollow be filled with your emerald green healing light. We call on to you, dear Archangel Raphael. We invoke you and your emerald green healing energies. Fill our bodies, mind, and our aura with your energy. Heal us and surround us with your protection. Now, My dear masters, let us inhale and exhale slowly, steadily, from head to toe. We are also onto this full moon energies, Lionsgate portal energies, the energies of abundance, prosperity, strength, courage, manifestation. So at this time, if you feel you haven't forgiven anyone, please do so. Forgive your own self first, and then forgive anyone else. Let bygones be bygones. And let us just inhale deeply, exhale softly, slowly and steadily. Let each breath be more and more deeper, more slower, and keep your focus at one focal point. Let it be on your third eye at this time. Every second is highly important, masters. Use every second to inhale deeply and exhale softly. We also invite and invoke the astral pyramids from the astral realm. We invite the golden pyramids at this time for the Light and Soul Meditation Group members to harness the power and energy of the pyramid to help us heal and incorporate this beautiful energies of the golden pyramid related to higher consciousness and higher vibrations. At this time, Orion and Sirian constellations are also in alignment with the Egyptian pyramid of Giza. And there is a lot of intense light and energies coming down on earth. As we go deeper and more deeper into meditation, we are now ready to incorporate the light that comes down onto Mother Earth. We invite this energy into our crown, into our body, into our DNA, genetic codes, to help us ascend and grow spiritually. Let us inhale and exhale and be with our breath. Dear Archangel Michael, please surround us with your protective white light bubble. Surround us with this beautiful bubble of yours, which is made by white light, where we are totally protected. No other energies can come in. Only the divine energies, which are connected with Most High, can guide us, help us, support us at this time. Because we are totally protected with this beautiful bubble of white healing light given by Archangel Michael, or you may call Lord Krishna or Lord Hanuman. Now let us just inhale deeply, exhale softly, and be steady with our breath, masters. At this time, if you feel like grounding your energy, do so, masters. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, try to release this energy into Mother Earth through your bottom parts. As you go down, imagine releasing and exhaling and getting connected to Mother Earth. Keep all your thoughts away. If not possible, come back to your breath. Let each and every breath guide you into deeper states of meditation. Keep your focus at one focal point and let go of body consciousness, your name, fame, identity, your losses, your gain, any pain or trauma. Now just be with your breath, masters. Keep your body steady, masters. No movement. The more the movement, the more your meditation will break. So try to be steady as much as you can and keep your focus at one focal point. Inhale deeply and exhale softly. Inhale more deeper, and slowly release, let go and relax. As we ascend upwards, as we ascend to higher consciousness, higher levels, we become lighter and more lighter. The heaviness goes away and we are ready to ascend. My dear masters, now let us all come back very slowly into our body consciousness, slowly, steadily, as you inhale and exhale. Let us feel our senses, feel our toes, fingers. Let us straighten up our spine, neck and head. Let us slowly and steadily return back and remember who we were in this lifetime, or who we are in this present moment. Remember your name, your identity. Let us give gratitude and thanks to the golden pyramids from the astral realm, giving thanks to Mother Earth for grounding our energies. Thank you to Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael for healing and protecting and safeguarding our energies and cutting the cords, filling us with healing energies. Giving thanks to Lord Vishnu, Lord Hanuman, Lord Krishna. Gratitude to the cosmic energy that we received from the source, from the universe. Let us give thanks to each and every one present here today for the meditation. Thank you to each and every one who is present here. Thank you to each and every body part, every organ present in our body. Thank you and gratitude to our own self. Now very slowly and very deeply try to inhale and very slowly, softly, steadily exhale. And now try to unclasp your hands and fingers, masters. And keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now very slowly, as you all are returning into your body consciousness, you may open your eyes beneath your palms, let go of your hand, and slowly come out with a beautiful smile, masters. Hug yourself. Take a deep inhale and hug and pat yourself and say this to yourself: I am love, I am peace, happiness and joy. I love and appreciate, acknowledge myself. I respect myself. Within me, around me is love, peace, happiness, joy. Whatever I do it with love. Wherever I go, whatever I work with, it's all about love, peace, happiness, joy. I'm a powerful, peaceful soul. I'm a healthy, vibrant human being. Whatever I do it with love. Because I am love. I am love. I am peace. I am happiness and joy. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you, masters. Thank you everyone. Welcome back. Thank you. Wonderful. So, if anybody wishes to share your experiences, please do so. How was the experience? Were you guys able to feel something going out of your body? Did you feel so? Anybody would like to share their experiences, masters? Come on, you can share. Sheelam ji? Yes, let me know. Hello, Sheelam ji.
Yeah, Atma Vandan to all.
Atmandan Sheelam ji.
Very beautiful meditation today for the first time on the full moon. And I don't know, I was getting so much connected to the nature. I felt as if like walking through a forest with the moonlight, and heaven is going out of me, and felt much, much stronger inside. And I really enjoyed the meditation.
Were you able to feel the release that happened? The energy is going out of your body and then taking your power back and energy. Were you able to see the colors, so that's what I wanted to know, because that is the confirmation, that the work was done.
Yeah, it did give me a lot of feeling like that. It made me feel a lot of negativity go, and felt there was a lot of positive energy coming in. But
Were you
one
able to see?
to ask you was, how do we uh, get connected to our higher self?
You can invoke your higher self. You can call on to your higher self. See, the higher self always is connected to you. It is always
I
guiding to you. Okay. So you can just say, I invoke my higher self. I want to get connected to you. I want you to guide me, my higher self. So that is how you can just affirm, and then you can just imagine raising your energy from that, as you start getting more energy, you start inhaling deeply and you focus on the source basically that time. And when you feel your energy is uplifting, that time any guidance that you want, you can just put that intention that my higher self, or dear higher self, I want you to reveal or guide me with any message that is important for me for the coming week, or for this month, for this year. It will actually, the message will come through. You just don't need to use the logical mind. Let it come through. What intuition comes to you, any message you feel, any symbol you see. So that is how, you know.
I've been trying. I don't know. Somehow I still feel that maybe I'm not in the right path. That's why I wanted your guidance.
Mm.
Anyway, I'll continue and keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I would say Homaji is written great and feeling lighter. Need to still work on it, as I could see the ones snatching my energy. Wow, that's great. That is great. That is beautiful that you saw someone snatching your energy. So it's good that you saw and you were able to, now you know what to do, right, Homaji? So that's great. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share their Pushpaji, you have written. So thank you so much again. Thank you to get cleansing and giving high pure energy. See, I was not the one who was giving high pure energy, but it was the masters, or the energies are already intense today, right? So yeah, today is Varalakshmi festival also. So happy Varalakshmi festival to everyone. Thank you, Chitraji. You know, anyway, I wanted to share something, but then I thought mm, I should not. Anyway, so I found today that I was not able to go to Varalakshmi Puja. So I had to say my daughter has to go somewhere. So I said to one of my friend that, sorry, I won't be able to make it today to the Varalakshmi Puja. Okay. So, and I was thinking, oh, I should have gone, but I can't go. Anyway, the last thing is I could not go. So the prasad came to me. Actually, the prasad came to me. I was so happy So first thing after I woke up in the evening, the first thing I got was to eat the prasad. Just imagine how lucky and I'm blessed I am. I felt so blessed that this is the first time ever that I was not able to go, but the prasad came to me. So thank you to Mata Mahalakshmi or Goddess Lakshmi. The point is that I had great respects and regards, but sometimes you can't go anyway. The point is, I was so happy to eat the prasad today, and it filled me, my heart, my mind, and my stomach, everything. So I'm very happy. Just to let you know, Chitraji, that I also go and celebrate. But anyhow, so on the lighter note, yes, this was what I wanted to share, so I thought of not sharing. But finally, as you all know, I share. So whatever I have in my heart and mind and my stomach, I will share whatever is good. Anyway, Pushpaji, would you like to share anything if you feel like? Hello, Pushpaji.
Yes, Madhuji, namaste. Thank you so much for helping us clean our energy. Help, because of you, just it helped to all of us. And it was something new for me too. I never had such a uh, meditation where you cleanse yourself and call upon certain people, certain higher master and everything. So it
Yeah.
was so beautiful. But one thing I always wanted to tell you, that I don't ever see in my closed eyes, I don't
Uh-huh.
ever see different things.
That's okay.
I
But
don't know how people
but
see. I
what
was
but were
wondering.
you able to feel and see something today when
In my
I was
hands, I
guiding?
feel like um,
Energy,
vibrations.
vibration.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I do feel
That is also an
vibrations.
experience. That is
And
also an
on my head,
experience.
I always feel
Yes.
vibrations.
So I'll tell you, the point is, see, when we have these ESPs, meaning we have the five senses, and apart from these five senses, we do have the ESPs, extra sensory perception, and these are clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and clairalience, clairgustance, right? So these are also, and then telepathy, astral traveling, right?
Mm.
Telekinesis. These are the ESPs. So not necessarily that only that you see with the third eye is only an experience. Once the third eye is awakened, everyone has different sets of abilities. Like we have different fingerprints, right? So
Yeah.
everyone has different abilities. For example, maybe you are clairsentient. That's why you feel with the energy vibration on your hands and you start feeling that. For some
Yes.
people who are able to hear, they will hear the master's messages. For some people, they will see with the third eye, right?
Mm.
So, and some people they can telepathically talk, or maybe they can telepathically send messages, receive or send. And for some people, they can use their mind's ability to move things with their mind power. But some people might be having everything, whatever I said. So depending.
Mm.
So even when you have this, the feeling, the, tactile thing, so
Yes.
that is what is also an experience. Feeling and understanding someone, without even they speaking something or opening their mouth. Sometimes people do come in front of me and I don't know where it comes from, but I will say, because the point is I feel it and I'll say the vibration I get, right? So I'll
Yeah.
say. But sometimes when somebody comes, whatever they want, I will get to know.
One thing I wanted to tell you that a
Yeah.
long time ago, I also have a guru, Shiva Kripanand Swami. I do his meditation. But um, uh, for a long time, whenever I do diya in my house, and then I pray, right away I do two diya and I see three diya.
Wow.
From my,
Third.
third
So
eye, I
maybe
always see
maybe
one
they
thing.
become one. Maybe
Yeah.
the vision becomes
Then
one.
I was so scared, so I kept praying that please go away. I was scared. I said, "Oh my God, what will happen if something opens up here?
No,
People
no.
will. I look crazy, and it will be." At
That is
that time,
why,
I didn't know all those
yeah,
things.
that is why it is said that, when you are ready for third eye, you need to be ready that, if you really want the third eye experience to happen, you need to be basically, courageous. You need to be, full of courage and strength, meaning
Right.
that there should be no kind of fear, no kind of
At that
thing
time,
there.
I did not have all this knowledge because it was not time of Zoom where we connect each other and everything. It was just meditation I was doing. No Zoom meeting, nothing about knowledge, books or anything.
But now you know, right?
And that time I also saw a chakra.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it was nice, beautiful,
Darshan
very
chakra?
fast moving chakra.
Wow, that's
And then that's why I was so scared. And since then, I don't see anything.
wonderful. See, that is why, because you have, you felt scared. So that
Right.
energy subdued, basically suppressed. And that is why you can't see. So now when you become, so what does meditation do? Meditation actually makes you totally, carefree, much aware, and you are basically not scared. You are not fearful, because meditation actually makes you strong inside out. And that is what is also one of the benefit of doing meditation. It prepares you, it actually strengthens you, gives you courage, and it
True.
removes all kind of fear. So that is why when the third eye is going to open, you will, and once it opens, I would say, first of all, meditate every day, practice on yourself, and then once you start releasing all kinds of fear, so when I will tell you my experience, whatever is your deepest fear, that will be shown to you, that will be shown to you when your third eye opens.
Hmm.
So very, very important. What is your fear? So try to clear all your triggers, all your fears, and that is the way to go. So until you release and clear your fears, otherwise, if you open your third eye, maybe you might get scared. Some people, they don't work on themselves. They don't clear their fears. What are those fears? It can be your ego, it can be your anger, irritation, lust, greed, or any lower vibrational talk, the way you behave, addictions. So that is why yesterday when we were doing You Can Heal Your Life, the list, we were talking about the intestinal region, right? So
Right.
very important, when you are feeling constipated or you have diarrhea, there is that issue that is there within you. Or if you are anxious, if you have fear, or you have control problem, anger problem, irritation, the meaning that parts need to be worked upon. Meaning,
Work
first
upon.
of all, we need to work on our emotions, basically. Then that organ will automatically be cleaned or, improve. Anyway, thank you so much.
Pardon me for the darkness, because when I started meditation, it was very sunny, and it got
Yeah.
dark now. So I haven't got up to turn the light on.
I want to share you one of my experience. Should I share? I don't know. I don't want
Sure,
you to get
sure.
scared. No, I don't want anybody to get scared. But so yeah, I haven't seen my guide. I thought that there was a guide and that guide is guiding me. I do have archangels though, those that come, right? So
Mhm.
I told to one of my friend that, okay, yeah, talk to me, like talk to your guide to, show me their presence. So at night, what happened? Now that this is a joke, I would say this is joke, that joke was on me, and I know what they did, but I had my experience. I enjoyed that experience. You know why? They sent me something negative. So I don't deem them as my friend now, but earlier I definitely deemed them as my friend. That yes, he or she was my friend. The point was that I thought, I am not able to see guides or something. So I said, okay, send me, talk to them about me that I want to see. So a little giggle came, and the call was done. And so at night when I was sleeping, so there was one lady that came to me, and she had lot of big nails, big nails like
Oh my
that.
God.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So that came, and that lady had, how you can say, the Egyptian might be having some braids, or the African American people might be having braids, right?
Great, yeah.
But I could not see the face clearly, but it was black, dark, and it had hair, and it was short though, but it had braids, right? And the
Mhm.
nails were very, very pointy, and very fingers were very, how to say, very long, right? So I had this question, why I was seeing that kind of person. So later on, I understood that they sent a negative energy my way, but like me, a person
Yeah.
like me, I was not at all scared. I was like, okay, so that lady who came, basically, that was not a guide, okay? That was not a guide. But it was sent my way to scare me or do something, I don't know what. Anyway, she held my hand and she said, so I see that you are not resting, relaxing much nowadays. She said to me, okay, telepathically. And I said to him, yeah, I'm doing that. And we were walking in our rooms basically,
Mm.
my astral body and that energy's astral body. So I am
Mm.
there. I can see them. The point is I was able to see them. There are many experiences, uh, but later on I understood that that was not a good energy that came to me, but it was sent to me for scaring me. But I did not got like I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared.
That's good.
Point is why I wasn't scared, because I had healed myself earlier only. I cleared all my fears or anything that used to make me fearful. I cleared it.
And
Meditation.
also, masters are protecting you.
No, apart from that, see, at that time when somebody was coming, okay, let me tell you one more thing. Masters will only protect you if they see that you are doing good, and also if there are certain things that are basically your karmas, right? If you haven't worked on your karmas and you still have certain karmas left, right? You will
Mhm.
have to fulfill your karma. So until you fulfill your karma, there will be things happening to you that needs to be done. So certain energy sent your way will be coming to you because you did not work on your karma, or you still have something remaining. So when you fulfill your karma, once you are done with your karma, those things will not attack you anymore, because if you are also aligned on the path that is being assigned to you by the masters. So I was being sent many energies my way, but it was only when I was, subdued to all those things, given all those energies. I had to face all those energies. Once I was done, completed all the karmas, then I was taken away, basically removed. All those energies were removed. I was later on protected. Now I'm protected, definitely. But see, that was one of the experience that I'm sharing. So don't get scared. One time, as like this experience, the first time when I was very scared, even before PSSM, I would say even before when I was doing my oracle and tarot reading. So at that time, I sometimes used to get fearful. So one day I said to Archangel Michael, "Dear Archangel Michael, please protect me," like that. I said, "Okay, dear Archangel Michael, please protect me. When I sleep, you have to be there." Okay. I said like that. So that was the day, and I went to sleep. Sometimes I used to get scared. So
Mhm.
at night, one day I saw, so it was after some days that I saw one day I was half conscious, and it was late night. I would say early morning, very, very early morning, wee hours.
Mhm.
And how to say, wherever my bedside is, so near that part on the corner, there was 20 feet high Archangel Michael sitting, kneeling down with one knee down and one knee like that. And then the sword was like this,
Wow.
pointing down. And I could see
Wow.
his huge feathers, total white, total white. And
Wow.
that was the day that I understood that they are following me, because every now and then, wherever I go, I get feathers. I get feathers.
Mm.
So that is I understood. And they are always white feathers. So,
That's nice. Very lucky.
so
Good, good.
I started trusting and also understanding that masters are there, archangels are there, your guides, your spirit animals, everyone will come through in the meditation also, even at night also, to help you, to guide you, to support you. So never get scared. Why I'm sharing this is to not get scared. This feeling of fear and scaredness is just like basically it's your emotion. It's kind of emotion. You just need to release. Don't get,
Thank you. Thank you.
just imagine it's just like a person just in front of you. They're just shouting and screaming and doing nothing. They can't do anything to you. But yes, sometimes if they come to you in a certain way, just don't get scared. Just
Thank you.
stay there, be stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now also with the Zoom and all these um, more details and knowing about meditation, I understood those things now. Before that, I didn't have any knowledge.
So why I chose to share this is, it is not only because of you, but I'm saying this for everyone's sake. Some people are new, some people really don't know. So
True.
what happens is they become, when they say it's half knowledge, it's scary. So you
Scary.
should actually understand that we need to be in that strength and courage state. We should not give our, any fears. Don't show your fears. The more fear you show, the more that fear will actually occupy you, occupy your mind.
Right. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pushpali.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes. So thank you, masters. I believe you all are good with the meditation experience and everything. At this time, maybe you all don't want to share, but that's okay. Thank you so much. So I am such a happy person today. No, every day I'm a happy person. Today is Friday, so happy weekend, everyone. For us, it is weekend, Friday night, but for India people, it is a Saturday morning. So happy weekend to you as well. Happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone, and enjoy your Raksha Bandhan. Eat some sweets, celebrate with your sisters, your family, and or celebrate with your brothers. Enjoy your day. For people here in US, definitely have a nice weekend, masters. Have a good night. So stay blessed, stay happy. And tomorrow we are not having any class. With English class, we don't have it on Saturday and Sunday, meaning for India people it is Sunday and Monday. We'll meet on Tuesday for India people, and for US people we will meet on Monday evening. Okay, till then, masters, take care, stay blessed, stay happy and stay vibrant. May we all be happy, healthy and vibrant. May we all meditate regularly with our individual energies, with the group's energies and consciousness. Let us teach meditation to everyone, awaken everyone, and do our much needed inner work every day. Thank you so much, Master. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.